Hey guys, what's going on? It's Twintuitive717. I am here with the Saucy Beaver and her little baby. Look a spider coming for you. Look a spider coming for you. Hey, go and grab that belly. Watch a spider. Look a spider coming for you. Look a spider coming for you. I'm joking. It's my hand. It's not a spider. Look, he coming in. Guys, I just have so much fun with this little kitten here. All right. The overall energy for this reading, guys, is that your masculines are having a really difficult time with separation. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get some messages around that. First, I have separated the major arcanas in my favorite deck, the Fairy Tarot. And I want to start off the reading by asking what major themes your divine masculine is facing right now. And take the messages how they resonate, guys, because sometimes I do these readings and it feels like I'm talking to you more than I'm talking to your counterpart, and then some of you might get confused and feel like, am I the masculine? The reading may just be calling to the energy that you're predominantly in right now, depending on your circumstances, because, oh, sorry guys, I had to burp. Because, my belief is that we all, as human beings, carry a divine masculine and a divine feminine charge. We're going to feel at the core very comfortable with one more than the other, but the balance is about knowing when you need to exude that masculine or feminine energy within you when the occasion calls. Okay, so take it how it resonates. Try not to get too caught up on who it's for, divine feminine or divine masculine. Just let the reading speak to you. Use your intuition. Okay, that's way too many. I just wanted just one specific card, but I want to give it a good shuffle first, just to clear the energy out of the cards. Okay, what major messages do we have about the divine masculine collective? What are they dealing with right now that they are having such a hard time with the separation? Okay, so we have, the Lover's card. Okay, so initially, the Lover's card is about union with self, and that might be a really difficult realization for many of them to have. So the separation, it could be stirring up feelings of like abandonment, rejection. It might be bringing up the feelings of like, and this is what I've been feeling for like a while now, is like many of your masculines are dealing with the emotions of what it's like to be alone. That could be really scary for some of them. Okay, I feel like if there's one thing that they could come out and tell you, it's that they're deadly afraid of being alone. That's why they're caught up in karmic situations and can't get out. It's because, even though there's the idea of their divine counterpart, many of you aren't going to enter any kind of union with your divine masculine unless they have mastered union with self. Okay? It's a tough one, and I can sense many of your masculines, like their depression, and I can't put it in any other way. That's what I have been picking up on, and that's the main message, is that they're having a hard time dealing with separation. So for those of you who are in separation, you can feel your counterpart's emotions. They're having to face that, right? They're having to ask themselves things like, why do I feel afraid of being alone? They know they have to start making the right decisions as well in their life in order to come into union with self. Okay, so true love is long-lasting. Choices made from the heart, a return to good health. So I feel like the choices made from the heart are to, it's to surrender and realize that this journey right now, as much as they want to go chasing and yearning after the divine feminine, to maybe come in and save the day, give them the communication that they want, give them the attention that they want. Many of them might be suffering with, the whole narcissism thing, and realizing that they got to dig deep and find out where those tendencies come from. For me, union with self too is all about making the right decisions to get yourself the help and assistance that you need. I feel like right now is going to be a really powerful time for many of your masculines tapping into their feminine energy, and they're curious about these topics: narcissism, childhood trauma, reparenting your inner child. A lot of your divine masculines are looking up these topics late at night when nobody else is looking. right? Because they don't want anybody to think that they don't want anybody to think that they're weak or that they don't have control of themselves. And so at night when no one's looking, I feel like they're at their weakest point. Many of them could be like heavily stalking you as well, Divine Feminine. And the thing is like, you know, when you're on this twin flame journey and you're Divine Masculine and you meet the Divine Feminine, it's like you've gone so long, you know, most of your life, just being able to have that control over feminine energies in your life. But when you meet your Divine Feminine, you know, oftentimes you'll find that they really trigger these deep-rooted issues within us. And it makes us go seeking out help. And I feel like that's what your Divine Masculines are doing right now with the Lovers card. In order to fully experience love, many of them are, you know, really kind of spiraling downward because the only thing they know is good and safe, and it feels wholesome, you know, is this Divine Feminine energy. But when they get into this place of wanting to separate in the first place, it could come in the form of ghosting you, ignoring you, you know, like gaslighting you, certain things like that. That has a lot to do with, you know, narcissistic personality disorder, things like that. I feel like it goes so much deeper though than just labeling someone as a narcissist. Like if many of you guys do your research, you will be heartbroken by some of the reasons people become narcissists. It's often rooted in a lot of rejection and abandonment and oftentimes severe abuse. So I just feel like those things are being uprooted right now within your Divine Masculine's world. So if many of you are picking up on things like depression, or when you wake up in the morning, you just feel like sour milk in your belly, practice breath work, guys. If you know it's not your energy, you know, make sure that you guys are practicing breath work and like cleansing your space. Okay, so Palo Santo and sage. And if you guys have pets at home, I would recommend incense, because I have burned sage and Palo Santo, like the actual source, like a sage bundle, or even the Palo Santo sticks. But for some reason, my cats don't like it. Like their eyes start watering, and I can tell it makes them uncomfortable. I think I've tried it like twice, and when I realize that is like probably the issue with them, I don't do it. But I definitely still keep incense around. That's like Palo Santo incense and white sage incense. And that's how you guys will know. Like once you cleanse your home, you cleanse your energy, and you don't feel those feelings, and you're like, wait a second, okay, good, back in my groove. That's how you'll oftentimes know that you're picking up on what your counterpart is facing, it's going through. That's why I always tell you guys, get your own tarot decks, get your own oracle decks, because instead of like getting your head tied up with other people's messages, you could just read for yourself, read the energy for yourself based on how it is you're feeling. And believe me, like the cards will assist you in helping your intuition. Okay, you're gonna get that validation. Okay, especially when it's just between like you, the cards, and source, you'll get the validation that you need. We have memories and nostalgia coming up. Okay, so definitely many of your Divine Masculines reflecting right now about just the memories of you, and I feel like the distance is really bothering them, and the more they sit down, the more memories they have and the more nostalgic they feel. But this is also very painful, because some of the memories that are coming up for them is around the rejection and the abandonment that they feel, and this is why they will continue to stay silent, and they will continue to ghost until they can continue to dig deeper and deeper. The reason they will continue to dig deeper and deeper is because, again, many of the Divine Feminines, when they get into this place of pulling away and, you know, hermiting, whatever the case is, I feel like a lot of us in the Divine Feminine energy at the core, you know, we have mastered boundaries. We've mastered self-worth, our self-value. And so we don't make their baggage our baggage, right? It's like if you want to carry those heavy pieces of luggage with you, then yeah, you should probably go off in that direction and sort it out, because, you know, I'm certainly not interested in carrying that heavy baggage, nor are you interested in helping them carry it, especially if you know those bags are only filled with their things, right? It doesn't make sense. So allow them to carry their weight, because I feel like it's only when they carry the weight enough then it's like sometimes you have to be like, okay, like I need to put this down and see like how I can lessen my load. And what that's going to look like for many of your divine masculines is finding their self-worth again. Okay, what other lessons are they going through? What else are they facing that they wish to communicate? It's really important that we give the divine masculine space right now as well, guys. As much as we think that we're helping, oftentimes, like, we just kind of put them back into that place of, the karmic energy, right? Because then the divine feminines kind of give them that boost. You know, you send them that paragraph, that text message, that long Facebook message, I don't know, WhatsApp, Instagram, whatever it is, and then boom, they get a boost of your energy and they're back in this external world of, surrounding themselves with really superficial things to help keep feeding that ego side of them. So, yeah, I feel like this is a really important message for many of you to just lay low right now. Like if the separation is bothering you and you're in the divine feminine energy, movement is really important for you right now. Like moving your body, staying busy, and surrounding yourselves with like your people, right? People who make you feel really good and really supported right now, because whatever many of your masculines are going through with the Lovers card as the main lesson right now, it's gonna have to have a lot to do with them taking accountability. Like a lot of them too, they're having realizations about stepping into their spirituality more, especially because we have party and external coming out. When you give them that space fully, okay, you become the master of detachment. You value your time and energy over anybody else's. So when your masculines, they pull away in a very hostile way, the silent treatment, the ghosting, whatever the case is, many of you are just not reacting. And that's really sometimes very bothersome for your divine masculines. But the more you continue to hold back, I feel like this energy is going to lessen and lessen, because then this stuff gets boring, right? It's like this stuff holds no comparison to the energy and vibration that you give off. The problem is that many of you have, become really skilled at being able to protect yourself and protect your energy, because you're well aware of this whole twin flame journey. You're well aware of the lessons that are being learned on the twin flame journey. And the Lovers card too could signify that, many of you have mastered union with self, which is why you're not about to, follow your divine masculines on their healing journey. This is like a road that they have to walk alone. Okay, let's get the final message on this. Okay, so we have, there we go. So we have stability, harmony, and flow. Okay, and just even like the handstand there, finding stability in a variety of different ways. And that's what I feel like a lot of your masculines are looking for, but they've got to do it themselves. When they get into a place of like ghosting and pulling away, and then they're hit with like you completely not falling for it or giving in or wasting any of your time or energy, many of you are just like, okay, see you, Casper. You want to ghost? Bye. It really does give them that reality check. And then what they end up doing is they go back, they work on their stability, they try to find harmony within themselves. Harmony and the Lovers too go hand in hand, because again, it's about union with self. I also see many of your masculines too, like especially when you guys go through these periods of separation, the same way you guys have to like move around and keep busy. And when your masculines get into this place of like feeling you detaching, that's when they start, or not start, but it's like I feel like they're kind of pushed or forced into that place of getting healthy again. Okay, so many of them are like, they don't want to drink, they don't want to smoke, they don't want to go out and party, they want to take care of their health. They want to mirror you, they want to match you. Okay, because I feel like the rejection and like the pain of being ignored when they're in this place of pulling away, it really does trigger them, okay? And I feel like no one else is able to do that for them in the way that you're able to do that for them, divine feminine, okay? Because many of your masculines too, like you know, even in karmic situations, they have karmic partners that will just endure and take and endure and just feed their ego and feed, you know, a lot of the lower vibrational stuff that they desire and they want. But then that's why they oftentimes, you know, get bored with those situations, and then there they are coming your way, divine feminine. But many of you are like, oh, pop your brakes, because you're not going to roll one over on me like that. Okay, so that's what I feel like many of your divine masculines are dealing with at this time. Okay, let's go ahead and get your best course of action, divine feminine. Okay, so we have the 7 of Cups. Yeah, I genuinely feel like this is you doing something to take care of yourself, doing a variety of things to fill your cups. And the number 7 in itself is an energy of, you know, for me, it's confidence. And also, too, I'm hearing, like, you know, be careful of what other people fill your cup with, and make sure that, you know, especially with the snake image there, you know, make sure that you're aware of what it is you're receiving from others, and how much you're giving, and, like, is it being reciprocated in the best way, and not being afraid to distance yourself, or, you know, look closely at what lesson is being brought to the table for you. But right now it's about filling your own cup and taking care of yourself, but also keeping your eye open as to how you allow other people to fill your cups as well. Okay, and whether are they filling it right to the top? Are they filling it halfway? Are they being stingy? Okay, so make sure that you're paying attention to that. All right, guys, that's what I have for this short reading. I hope it helps some of you out there. Thank you guys for all of your support on the channel. I am doing personal readings again on Wizio.com, so check me out if you guys want to connect one-on-one. Otherwise, I will catch you in the next reading. Bye!